Love is not just an emotion, but a long journey full of challenges, learning, and growth. But do we really understand love, or are we just vaguely experiencing its ups and downs? Have you ever wondered why some women captivate men at first sight, while others, even if they are very good, are easily forgotten? The secret does not lie in appearance or perfection, but in the way you create special emotions in his heart. Dating is not just about meeting someone, it is the art of leaving an impression. If you want to become the woman he can't forget, let's explore some secrets that will make him remember you right after the first date. Welcome to the Sophia's Knowledge channel, and my name is Sophia. This is the place where we explore real-life stories, profound lessons, and valuable experiences about love. Today, in this video, Sophia will share with you 7 ways of dating that make men always remember you unforgettably, a fresh perspective to help you build and maintain a lasting love. Watch and apply these immediately. If you have ever been puzzled by questions about love, don't skip this video. For the best experience, find a quiet place, put on your headphones, and allow me to share everything I'm about to reveal. Relax, and let everything flow. Let's join Sophia in discovering the secrets that will help you live more fully in every relationship. Let's begin together. Way number 1. Leave a special impression at the very first meeting. Why is the first impression so important? There is a famous saying, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. When you meet a man for the first time, within just a few seconds, he already forms a certain perception of you. It might be that you come off as confident, interesting, mysterious, or dull and unappealing. Importantly, these first impressions can last in his memory for a very long time. So how can you become the woman he remembers from the very first encounter? Let's explore some important secrets below. Choose the right and sophisticated style. Appearance is not everything, but it is the first factor that attracts attention. An outfit that suits your personality will help you exude your unique beauty without being overly elaborate. Remember, you don't have to be the most beautiful, but you need to be different. If you love femininity, choose a gentle yet refined dress, one that is not too provocative but enough to create allure. If you prefer a bold style, choose attire that clearly expresses your confidence and dynamism. An important note is not to be overly showy. Instead, leave something that makes him curious about you. A pair of delicate, small earrings or a hint of subtle perfume can make him think of you even after the date is over. Start the conversation in a unique way. Most people usually begin with common questions like, what do you do for a living? Where do you live? What do you like? But to create a unique impression, you can start in a more interesting manner. Craft a humorous or refined remark. If you have a sense of humor, a witty comment will help both of you feel more at ease. For example, I bet you can't guess my most unusual interest. This not only makes the conversation feel natural but also piques his curiosity about you. Share something interesting. Instead of immediately asking about his job or life, you could share a short story or an interesting personal experience. This helps him feel more comfortable and opens the door for him to share more about himself. Use body language to capture attention. Body language is more powerful than words. A gentle look, a natural smile, or a refined gesture can subconsciously captivate him. Eyes. When speaking, maintain eye contact but avoid staring intensely. A gentle, warm gaze creates a sense of closeness. Smile. Don't forget to smile. A sincere, unforced smile makes you attractive and endearing. A light, natural touch. During the conversation, a light touch on the hand when laughing or an accidental touch while handing over a drink can create a sense of intimacy without being overbearing. Make him feel special. No one can forget someone who makes them feel special. When you meet him for the first time, don't just focus on impressing him, make him feel that he is an interesting person too. Give genuine compliments, don't just compliment obvious things like his appearance or outfit. Instead, focus on his unique qualities. For example, I really like the way you talk. It feels like you have the ability to make others feel very comfortable. Listen more than you speak. When you truly listen, he will feel that you care about who he really is, not just see him as a typical date. Create a memorable moment. A memorable date does not necessarily have to be something overly extravagant or romantic. Sometimes, a small but distinctive act is enough to make him remember you. Do something surprising. If you have a talent like playing an instrument, singing, or telling a funny story, don't hesitate to showcase a little bit of it to make the date more engaging. Introduce an interesting topic. Try posing an exploratory question like, if you could travel in time, would you prefer to go back to the past or visit the future? Such questions not only make the conversation more interesting but also help him remember you for a longer time. End the date with a refined goodbye. When the date comes to an end, avoid being too eager to show your affection or trying to cling on to him. Instead, leave a hint of regret by saying a light but suggestive phrase, I had a great time today, and I'm so glad I met you. If you want to text him afterward, don't do it immediately. Allow him some time to recall you before you reappear in his thoughts. Finally, the first impression can determine so much about the success of a relationship. When you know how to create a unique impression, you not only make him remember you but also make him desire to see you again. Remember, you don't need to try to become someone else, just be the most confident, captivating version of yourself. What do you think about this? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. I look forward to hearing your opinions and discussing further. Don't forget to like if you find this content useful and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future insights. Thank you so much, everyone. Let's continue together. Way number 2. Make him feel special. In love, everyone wishes to be the most important person in the eyes of their partner. Men are no exception, they always crave to be recognized, cherished, and to feel that they are special in some way. If you can make him feel that way from your very first meetings, he will never be able to forget you. So how can you make a man feel special without coming off as overly flattering or trying too hard to win him over? Below are some subtle ways to help you leave a deep mark in his heart. Listen and respond genuinely. Listening is not just about hearing what the other person says, it is also about showing genuine care for what they share. Men are very sensitive to this, they will know when you are just nodding to respond and when you are truly interested in what they are saying. When he tells a story or shares an experience, don't just nod, ask open-ended questions like, how did that make you feel, or what did that mean to you? Remember the details he shares. If next time you mention something small that he once talked about, he will realize that you truly paid attention and value his words. A man will always remember the woman who made him feel heard and understood. Offer timely and genuine compliments. Everyone loves to be complimented, but the key is to compliment in a way that makes him feel special. Don't resort to empty compliments like you're so handsome or you're amazing. Instead, focus on the unique aspects that set him apart from others. If he has an interesting perspective on life, say, I really like the way you think about this, it makes me see things from a different angle. If he has a particular talent or skill, don't just say, you're so good at that, but be specific, I admire the way you solve problems so intelligently, not many people can do that. Personal and sincere compliments will make him feel truly appreciated rather than just receiving polite remarks. Respect and cherish what he values. A man will feel special when he realizes that you not only care about him but also respect what is important to him. If he has a particular hobby like playing music, sports, or pursuing a passion at work, show curiosity and a willingness to learn more about it. For example, if he loves football, you could ask, what is it about football that makes you so passionate? Don't judge or belittle what he loves. Even if it's something you're not very interested in, when you show respect for his interests, he will feel a strong connection with you. When a man feels that you understand and support his values, he will feel closer and more appreciative of you. Make him feel strong and trustworthy. Men have a natural instinct to protect and care for the woman they are interested in. When you give him opportunities to show that, he will feel special in your eyes. When you go out together, instead of trying to do everything yourself, ask him to help with small tasks like opening a bottle cap, offering his arm when you step down the stairs, or helping you carry your bag. When you encounter difficulties, share them with him and ask for his advice. Don't hesitate to ask for his opinion on an issue. This will make him feel valued and important to you. A man will always remember the woman who made him feel that he has an important role in her life. Create special moments just for the two of you. When two people share memorable experiences together, they become an unforgettable part of each other's memories. Instead of the usual dates like dining out or watching a movie, try doing a new activity together, such as going on a picnic, trying an unusual dish, or simply taking a walk and sharing interesting memories from the past. Find a way to create a little secret between the two of you, like an inside joke that only you both understand, or a special habit that only the two of you share. Such memories will always remind him of you whenever he thinks of the time you spent together. Don't try to please him, just be yourself. A mistake that many women make is trying to change themselves to fit the man they are dating. But what truly makes a man appreciate you is when you are confident in yourself and unafraid to show your unique personality. If you have a different opinion, don't be afraid to express it. Men appreciate women with their own viewpoints, rather than those who always agree with everything they say. Show the interesting aspects of who you are. Let him see that you have your own hobbies, goals, and passions. This will not only make you more attractive but also help him realize that you are a woman of value. When a man feels that you are not trying too hard to please him yet still care for him in the most natural way, he will find you truly special. In the end, making a man feel special does not mean flattering or pampering him excessively. Instead, it comes from genuine actions, meaningful words, and the way you show your care in your own unique way. Once he feels understood, cherished, and holds an important place in your life, he will never forget you. And more importantly, he will always want to be by your side for a long time. If you are still watching the video, don't hesitate to comment continue. Please share your thoughts and questions in the comments section. I look forward to hearing from you. And don't forget to like and subscribe so that Sophia can have more motivation to create more wonderful and meaningful videos. Let's continue together. Way number 3. Don't reveal too much, create mystery. When it comes to the allure of a woman, one crucial element that keeps a man captivated is mystery. Men are naturally curious explorers, and when a woman holds back a part of herself, they can't stop thinking about her. Have you ever noticed that in romantic films, the female character is never in a hurry to reveal everything about herself? She always has something that makes a man curious, eager to learn more. That is the art of creating attraction through mystery. But how can you naturally create mystery without becoming distant or unapproachable? Let's explore the following secrets. Don't share too much on the first meeting. One common mistake in dating is sharing too much about yourself right from the start. This inadvertently diminishes your allure and the other person's curiosity. Imagine if on your first date you revealed everything about your life, work, hobbies, and past relationships. What would be left for him to discover? When a man feels that he already knows everything about you immediately, your charm significantly decreases. So instead of revealing it all, select intriguing pieces of information to share gradually over time. Here are some ways to spark curiosity in your conversation. When he asks about your work, instead of giving details, say, "My job is quite interesting, but I wonder if you can guess what it is." This makes him think and want to know more. When he asks about your hobbies, instead of listing them all, say, "I have a rather unique hobby, but I'll reveal it when you really want to know." This intentional vagueness will make him feel that you have depth and much to explore. Know how to reserve a bit of emotion. On a date, emotions are key to forming a connection. However, an attractive woman is one who knows how to regulate her emotions subtly. If you appear overly excited or too quick to show that you like him, he may not feel the need to put in the effort to win your heart. But if you manage to balance care with a bit of reserve, he will always be curious about your thoughts. Here are some ways to maintain a hint of mystery in your emotions. When he does something that pleases you, instead of immediately showing it, just let a slight look or a gentle smile reveal it. This will make him want to do more to impress you. When he compliments you, instead of reacting overly enthusiastically, simply smile and reply softly, "Oh, really? I'm not so sure." This will make him even more eager to persuade you. By not fully displaying your emotions from the start, you'll make him spend more time thinking about you. Let him take the initiative to seek you out. Mystery comes not only from the way you speak but also from the way you appear in his life. If you're always quick to respond to messages, always the one to initiate contact, or always show that you have plenty of time for him, it may make him feel that you are too predictable. Instead, let him take more initiative to seek you out by not always replying to messages immediately. Sometimes, let him wait a bit to create a sense of anticipation. If he wants to meet you, don't always agree right away. Let him feel that your time is valuable and that he must earn it. When a man has to make an effort to gain your attention, he will cherish you much more. Don't let him predict your every move. A mysterious woman is one who is not easily predictable. If you always act in a pattern that is easy to recognize, he will soon find the relationship boring. Try doing something unexpected to keep him constantly thinking about you. If he thinks you are gentle, unexpectedly share a powerful personal story to surprise him. If he assumes you enjoy romantic dates, suddenly suggest an exciting adventure like mountain climbing or trying a new game. This change and unpredictability will keep him endlessly curious about you. Make him always feel there is more to discover. An attractive woman is not someone who is completely closed off, but rather someone who reveals herself little by little over time. Imagine an engrossing book. If you knew every detail from the very first chapter, would you want to keep reading? But if that book holds mysteries and intertwined stories that make you want to turn each page, you wouldn't be able to put it down. You are that book. Let him want to read you bit by bit, rather than knowing everything about you right away. In the end, mystery is an art that makes you irresistible in a man's eyes. When you know how to hold back a little information, a little emotion, and a little space for him to be curious, you will become a woman he cannot stop thinking about. Let him feel that every time he meets you, he discovers something new. And that is what will make him remember you forever. Way number 4. Know how to listen and have intelligent conversations. One of the things that makes a date memorable is not only the appearance or physical attraction, but also the way you communicate. Men may be immediately attracted by looks, but what makes them remember you is the way you speak and listen. Conversation is not merely the exchange of information, it is also a way to create a connection and mental allure. A woman who knows how to communicate intelligently not only captivates a man, but also makes him want to come back to learn more. So how can you converse naturally yet still be engaging? Let's explore the following secrets. Listen genuinely, not just hearing. One common mistake in conversation is just waiting for your turn to speak instead of truly listening to the other person. Men often share less about themselves than women do, so when they talk, what they desire is the feeling of being listened to and understood. Here are some ways to become someone who truly listens. Maintain eye contact. When he is sharing, look into his eyes instead of looking at your phone or around. This shows that you are truly paying attention. Respond sincerely. When he talks about an interesting story, don't just reply with short phrases like "really?" or "is that so?" Instead, show interest with questions like, "So what did you do after that?" or "What did that mean to you?" Use body language. A slight nod, a smile, or an expression of surprise will make him feel that you are truly engrossed in his story. A man will always remember the woman who made him feel understood and cherished during conversations. Ask intelligent questions to create connection. An interesting conversation does not stop at ordinary questions like what do you do for a living, or where do you live? To make a date engaging, ask exploratory questions that help him express himself and create a deeper connection. Some suggestions for questions that can make the conversation interesting include: if you could live anywhere in the world for a year, where would you choose and why? If you could go back in time to change one thing, what would it be? Have you ever done something that you were initially afraid of, but later found rewarding? These kinds of questions not only help him open up but also make him feel that the conversation is not dull and formulaic. Don't be afraid to share, but know when to stop. Conversation is a two-way street, so you also need to know how to share about yourself to create closeness. However, it is important to share at the right time, in the right place, and not turn the conversation into a monologue about yourself. Some principles when sharing include: share just enough to spark curiosity. If he asks about one of your experiences, share an interesting part but don't reveal everything. Let him have a reason to want to see you again. For example, if he asks about an interesting trip, you could say, "I had a very memorable experience scuba diving, but I'll tell you more when you're really curious." Don't focus too much on yourself. If you only talk about yourself without asking questions in return, he will feel that you are not truly interested in him. Always keep a balance between speaking and listening. Use humor appropriately to create closeness. A conversation becomes more engaging with a touch of humor. Men are always attracted to women who have a sense of humor and know how to create joyful moments. However, humor does not mean you have to forcefully tell jokes. Here are some ways to use humor naturally: light teasing. If he talks about a particular hobby, you might gently tease by saying, "So does that mean I should be ready to listen to you talk about football the entire time?" Use humor subtly. Sometimes a gentle smile or a timely funny remark can help lighten the atmosphere. Humor not only makes the conversation enjoyable but also makes him feel comfortable when he is with you. Avoid sensitive or negative topics. One of the things that can easily dampen the mood on a date is bringing up topics that are too heavy or negative right from the start. Topics to avoid in the first conversation include past relationships. Mentioning exes or past emotional wounds can create tension. Negative life issues. Complaining about work, life, or other unpleasant matters can easily make the date feel heavy. Focus on topics that bring positive vibes. This will help him feel happy and want to see you again. End the conversation in a subtle way. When the date is coming to an end, leave a sweet aftertaste by ending the conversation gently yet memorably. If the conversation was very interesting, say, "I really enjoyed talking with you, and I think next time we'll have even more interesting things to explore." If you want to spark curiosity, you can say, "Today, I have so many things I want to share, but I think I'll save some for next time." This will make him want to see you again and continue to discover more about you. A successful date is not only based on appearance but also on how you communicate. When you know how to listen, ask intelligent questions, use humor at the right moment, and maintain balance in the conversation, you will become an irresistibly attractive woman. Let every conversation with you be an interesting experience that he cannot forget and always wants to see you again. Way number 5. Use your eyes and body language to attract him. Body language is a powerful tool in communication and especially important in creating attraction during dating. Sometimes, you don't need too many words, just a timely glance or a subtle gesture can be enough to captivate your partner. Men, although not everyone is adept at reading emotions, are always drawn to the nonverbal signals that women display. So how can you use your eyes and body language naturally yet remain irresistibly attractive? Let's explore the following secrets. Eyes, the most powerful tool of attraction. The eyes are one of the most important factors when trying to impress a man. A well-timed glance can convey more than 1,000 words. Maintain eye contact properly. When talking, maintain natural eye contact. Don't stare too long as that can feel uncomfortable, but also don't avoid his gaze too often. When a woman looks directly into a man's eyes with a gentle look, it creates an invisible connection and makes him feel that you are truly paying attention to him. Glance and then look away subtly. One way to create attraction is to look into his eyes for a second or two, then gently look away. This creates a sense of mystery and makes him want to learn more about you. Use your eyes to express emotion. If you like a story he tells, let your eyes naturally light up. If he says something interesting, look into his eyes with delight. These subtle expressions in your eyes will help convey your interest without the need for many words. Smile, a potent weapon that makes you shine. A smile is the easiest way to make yourself more attractive in the eyes of the person across from you. A natural, sincere smile can dissolve any distance and create a relaxed atmosphere during the date. Smile gently when your eyes meet. When you and he share a moment of eye contact, give a gentle smile. This not only makes you appear more approachable but also sends the message that you are enjoying the conversation. A mysterious smile. Sometimes, instead of a broad smile, a slight smile with your lips gently curved can be enough to pique his curiosity. It gives the impression that you are pondering something intriguing that he would like to discover. Avoid forced smiles. A sincere smile is always more beautiful than an artificial one. Let your emotions guide you and smile when you truly feel happy. Hand gestures and how to touch him subtly. Small, timely gestures can make the atmosphere between the two of you feel more intimate without having to be overly close right away. Lightly touch your hair or collar. While talking, sometimes you might unconsciously smooth your hair or adjust your collar in a gentle manner. This demonstrates natural femininity and can attract his attention. Touch him naturally, a light touch on his hand when you laugh, or a gentle tap on his shoulder to emphasize a point. These actions all create a sense of closeness. However, it is important to let everything happen naturally and not overdo it. Maintain appropriate distance. Don't sit too far apart or too close from the start. If he shows signs of wanting to get closer, let the distance naturally diminish. Posture and how you move. Body language isn't just about your eyes or hand gestures, but also how you sit, stand, and move. Sit up straight but comfortably. Sitting up straight shows confidence, but don't be too rigid. Relax your shoulders and aim for a natural posture. Lean slightly toward him. When someone is truly interested in the person opposite, they tend to lean forward. If you lean slightly toward him during the conversation, it will help create a sense of intimacy. Move gracefully. Whether you are walking or simply moving around, do so slowly and deliberately. A composed and graceful woman always leaves a lasting impression on a man. Voice, the deciding factor for long-lasting attraction. Your voice has a great influence on how attractive you appear. A soft, gentle voice can create a better impression compared to one that is too loud or too fast. Speak slowly and clearly. When you speak at a moderate pace, it shows confidence and allows him to clearly hear every word. Vary your tone to create emotion. Don't speak in a monotone manner. When telling an interesting story, emphasize the important parts to make the conversation more engaging. Avoid overly sharp or too soft tones. A voice that is too loud or harsh can make the listener feel uncomfortable. Conversely, a voice that is too soft and weak might cause you to lose your allure. Maintain a balanced and emotionally rich tone in your speech. Ultimately, a successful date depends not only on the content of the conversation but also on how you use your body language to create a connection. Your eyes, smile, hand gestures, posture, and voice are all key elements that help you naturally become captivating. Remember, men are attracted not only to your appearance but also to the way you express yourself. When you know how to use body language subtly, you not only make him feel instantly attracted but also leave a lasting impression even after the date has ended. Way number 6. Create memorable moments. In love, memories are not only beautiful marks in the mind but also the adhesive that binds two people together. When a man remembers you, he doesn't just recall your face or the words you said. More importantly, he remembers the feeling you gave him. A date that goes by like any other can easily be forgotten, but if you can turn it into a special memory, he will remember you forever. So how can you create memorable moments without being overly elaborate? Below are some secrets to help you turn every meeting into an unforgettable experience in his heart. Make the date different right from the start. A date doesn't necessarily have to follow the usual pattern of going out for dinner or coffee. Instead, try something different that both of you will find interesting. Choose a unique venue. Instead of a fancy restaurant, why not try a cozy little cafe or a street food stall that neither of you has tried before? A novel location will evoke different emotions. Do something new together. If you both love adventure, try an activity like going on a picnic, rowing a boat, or taking a cooking class. When two people share a new experience, the memories of each other become stronger. Surprise him with small gestures, a handwritten note, a small gift with personal meaning, or even a spontaneous remark can be enough to make him feel special. These differences will help the date stand out from the ordinary, becoming an indelible mark. Share a genuine moment. Memorable moments don't necessarily have to be created with grand gestures. Sometimes, a sincere story or a quiet moment between two people is enough to make him remember you forever. Tell an interesting personal story, a funny childhood story, or a silly memory you once experienced. All can create a special connection. When you share these things, he will feel closer and understand you better. Laugh together wholeheartedly. Laughter is a powerful catalyst in a relationship. Find things that both of you can laugh about together, whether it's a small joke, a humorous situation during the date, or simply spontaneous funny remarks. Enjoy comfortable silence. It's not always necessary to talk continuously. Sometimes, a moment of silence, just gazing at the surroundings or enjoying a good piece of music together, can become a memorable moment. Sincerity is what makes people remember each other, because it is something that cannot be faked. Create a secret that only the two of you know. One way to make the date memorable is to create something that only the two of you share, a little secret that makes him always think of you when he remembers it. A personal nickname. If he has an interesting trait, come up with a humorous yet endearing nickname that only you call him. This creates a special bond between you two. A special phrase or gesture, a funny phrase that both of you often use when teasing each other, or a signature gesture like a gentle tap on the shoulder when joking. These can all become an indelible mark. A special place. If the two of you happen to discover a small eatery or a quiet corner of a park and share happy moments there, that location will become a special place that belongs only to the two of you. Anything that only the two of you understand will create an invisible yet strong connection. Let the date end with a sense of regret. The most important part of creating a memorable moment is not only what happens during the date, but also the way you leave an impression at the end. Don't extend the date for too long. A wonderful date should end while the emotions are still fresh. If it goes on too long, both of you may feel tired or lose the initial excitement. Let him feel a sense of regret and anticipation for the next meeting. An impressive goodbye. Instead of just saying goodbye, leave him with an interesting remark or something that makes him ponder. For example, "Today I have so much to share, but I guess I'll save it for next time." This will make him eager to see you again. Text him subtly after the date. If you feel that the date was amazing, a short text like "I really had a great time today, thank you," will make him feel warm without being overwhelming. A little sense of regret will make him want to create more memorable moments with you. Finally, creating memorable moments doesn't mean you have to plan grand gestures. Sometimes, a sincere conversation, a small surprise, a special moment, or something that only the two of you share is enough to make him remember you forever. Remember that beautiful memories are not only about what happens in that moment but also the lingering feeling after the date ends. If you can create a special feeling in his heart, you will surely always be the one he remembers when he thinks of the beautiful moments in life. Way number 7. End the date with elegance. A successful date is not only about how it begins or unfolds, but also how it ends. Sometimes, it is the very last moment that makes a man remember you forever. If the date ends gracefully, he will always look forward to the next meeting and retain a beautiful impression of you. So how can you end a date in a charming way that makes him unforgettable? Let's explore the following secrets. Don't let the date last too long. A common mistake in dating is to prolong the date just because both of you are having a good time. This can cause the initial excitement to gradually be replaced by feelings of fatigue or indifference. Leave a bit of regret. Ending the date at the right moment helps both of you keep positive emotions and look forward to the next encounter. Instead of trying to extend it, stop when the conversation is still engaging, so he will feel the desire to see you again soon. Maintain control. If you feel that the date has been long enough, don't hesitate to be the first to suggest wrapping it up. For example, you might say, "I had a really great time today, but I need to head out a bit early. Next time, we'll have more time together." This not only shows that you are well organized but also makes him appreciate the time spent with you even more. A perfectly timed ending will make him feel curious and eager for the next meeting. Leave a gentle impression in his mind. How you say goodbye will greatly affect the final impression of the date. A casual farewell might leave him disappointed, while an elegant goodbye can make him remember you for a long time afterward. A thought-provoking remark. Instead of just saying goodbye, leave him with a remark that makes him ponder. For example, "Hearing today was wonderful, but I feel there's still so much more about you that I have yet to discover. Perhaps I'll save it for next time. I have a feeling that today was just the beginning of something even more interesting." Such remarks not only leave an impression but also spark curiosity in him. A subtle gesture. If you want to create a gentle connection, a brief touch of the hand, a warm smile, or a slow wave can boost the emotion much more than a simple farewell. Keep the post-date emotions balanced. No matter how great the date went, don't appear too excited or overly clingy right after. This might reduce your attractiveness in his eyes. Don't text immediately. If you text as soon as you leave, it might make you seem too eager. Instead, let him have time to process and remember you. If he's truly interested, he will be the one to reach out first. Keep a bit of mystery. If he asks how you felt after the date, rather than saying immediately "I loved it," you might reply in a more subtle way, such as, "Today was really interesting, but I haven't yet decided if you're intriguing enough for a second date." This response is both humorous and piques his curiosity. The balance between showing care and keeping a little distance will make him feel that you are valuable and worth pursuing. If he offers to drive you home, respond tactfully. If he suggests driving you home after the date, handle the situation with finesse. If you want to accept, let him feel important by gently agreeing. However, don't let him think that you are overly dependent. Say something like, "I'd really appreciate it if you drive me home, but only if you truly want to, not just out of courtesy." This makes him feel that you value his care while retaining your own independence. If you prefer to go on your own, if you're not ready to let him know too much about your place, gently decline, "I really appreciate it, but I think I'll head home on my own today. We can save that for next time." How you respond will help maintain elegance and avoid making him feel outright rejected. Create a special moment before leaving. A date becomes even more memorable if you leave something special just before ending it. A final humorous remark. If the date was filled with fun moments, end with a funny comment so that he leaves with a smile. For example, "You did pretty well today, but I think you still need a little more practice to truly impress me next time." A meaningful look, sometimes, without many words, just a deep look before parting can make him remember you forever. When you leave behind a memorable moment, he will carry that feeling throughout the day and long to see you again as soon as possible. Conclusion. A successful date is not just about the initial meeting but also about how you leave an impression on the other person. A man might be attracted to your appearance, but it is your behavior, the way you converse, and the emotions you evoke that make him remember you. From leaving a special mark on the first meeting, making him feel unique, to maintaining mystery that ignites curiosity, all of these help you build an irresistible allure. In addition, the art of intelligent listening, using subtle eye contact and body language, and creating memorable moments will turn the date into an experience he always wants to relive. Finally, ending the date gracefully will make him keep thinking about you long after the meeting is over. Dating is not about changing yourself to please someone else, but about confidently expressing your most attractive self. When you master the art of the date, create unforgettable moments, and leave a hint of mystery, you will not only become someone he wants to see again but also someone he can never forget. Remember, what makes a man remember you is not what you said, but how you made him feel. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you found these insights into love and relationships useful. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. I truly appreciate your support and will continue to bring valuable content in future videos. Continue to join me on this journey of exploring love and relationships. See you next time and wishing you happiness always.